One thing you guys ask me all the time, how do you make something that's complicated seem simple? I know you do it all the time and you do it for a living, but we don't do it all the time. We don't have the time you do. It's so much more complicated for us. Well, came across a company that makes the complicated seem a lot less complicated and a lot more simple. It's Emoja protocol. Let's check it out.
786 Assassins.
All right, welcome back and good to see you all. Now, let's dig into this a little bit. First, if you would, please go hit that like bell, subscribe, hit the notification bell while you're there. Don't miss out on any of these videos that we make. We're trying to help everybody make a little bit more money. People tell me they don't write scripts, okay? So I'm going to do this without one. Emoja protocol is a smart money protocol. Basically, they have options for either puts, which they call hedging, or longs, calls, which they call boosts. All right, I'll explain both how they work right now. Now you're going to ask, oh, why does this matter? I just hold. I don't want to do any of that. Well, in case you didn't know, the largest firms in the world constantly do this. Whenever you give them money and they know that a chart may not be going up yet, they want to invest your money for you because that's what you're entrusting them to do. Well, they'll take a hedge out against your bet of just putting money in. Perhaps they know, based on technical analysis, hey, that's what we do, that the chart's likely to come down for a little bit. So what a hedge fund will do, okay, hedge fund, they'll take what you've deposited, put it to the side for a spot buy or a hodl bag, as some of you kids like to call it, and they'll slightly bet against the market. Now, as the price of that spot bag starts to come down because you've put money in, but the value of whatever you've bought is going down, they hedge that bet by taking a short or a put option or a hedge, and they bet against the market. So as your spot bag dwindles, the hedge is making money because you bet against the market. It goes down and down and down. And once we hit a certain algorithmic point based on technical analysis, that short closes, they take the profits and they add it to the spot bag and everything comes up. And as everything comes up, you maximize money in the long run. If you ever wondered how a hedge fund does it, well, that's it. Now, you probably heard all that and went, what are you talking about? What's a call? What's a put? It's very simple, all right? In options, there's a couple things you need to know. Let's go over that now. There's a ton of videos on this, but it's pretty simple. If you're betting on something to go up, that's called a call, all right? You're betting on it to go up, a call option. If you think something's going to go down, you take a put option or you bet against it, and it will go down in value and you win. And there's a couple things about the options that get a bit confusing, and this is where people get thrown off, all right? Two things. You have the contract price, which is how much you're paying for that contract. Whenever you take that call, it goes for a premium. Why? Because everybody wants to do it. Supply and demand kicks in and it costs more. Same thing with the put option. When you bet on the put option, you're probably going to end up paying a premium because everybody knows the price is going to go down and they're all doing the same thing as you. That is the premium, all right? That's what you're paying for the option. The second part of the option, which is the coolest part, is called the strike price. It's basically the way to know that you're in the money. So let's say you take an option for Coinbase to go from $100 and you think it's going to go up in price to $400, right? So anything with a strike price above $100 is probably going to be in the money for you because you think it's going from 100 to 400. So if you can find a strike price for 110 or 112 or even 102, you'd take that because you know good and well you're going to be in the money just as soon as it flips over that line. Now the problem is that costs a lot of money. All right, they're going to raise the prices up on you a ton in order to get that fee from you and make the most they can from you. Well, Emoja kind of erases all that, makes it a lot simpler. What do I mean by the fuss and muss? Well, really, when you go on Coinbase or Robinhood, I'm sorry, not Coinbase, when you go on Robinhood or Webull and you want to take an option out, there's all these numbers and letters and confusing stuff. Remove all that. Really simply put, what we call dumb money is the people who just buy constantly and just buy and buy and buy and buy because they don't know what else to do. That's called dumb money. All right. Smart money are the people who buy, take hedges, short when it's possible. When the shorts are over, then we go long. We take those longs, et cetera, right? It's very cool and very simple and very easy. There's a lot more to Emoja in the background that goes on. Don't really need to explain that in this video. More so just wanted you to understand how it works and when it works. And now I've got the site up. How does it work? You connect the wallet. As you see, I have a wallet connected over here, just like you would with MetaMask or Coinbase Wallet, any other type of DEX wallet. All right. What do you do here? You can either hedge or boost. It's quite simple. It really is. What can you use as collateral? So the way this works is you deposit your money in. They give you 3 options, 3 tokens. You can do Bitcoin, Ethereum, or AVAX. So I own all 3 of those. How would I do this? I would take my Bitcoin, I would deposit it in here. Whenever I deposit Bitcoin in here, I can then take a bet in either direction. I think, for me personally, it's mid-April. I think the price of Bitcoin is going to go up over the next year and a half. So while I like that thought and I think it might do well, I can hedge my bet by taking an option that goes short just in case I'm wrong. And what this will do is maximize my rewards. Not only will I have Bitcoin sitting in this wallet that'll go up in value eventually, but while it goes down short term, because I've talked about this a lot, I'm going to lose money, right? Well, I can take a hedge bet against it. Quite simply, I pick my date. I think maybe end of May is the time that the down is over. So I'm going to take end of May. All right. What's a strike price that I'd be looking for where I want my hedge to start kicking in and start shorting? How about 59,500? 59,500. At that price, my short kicks in, my put option, my hedge option kicks in, and it'll start betting against Bitcoin for me. And I'll be able to make a little bit more. The algorithm will automatically close when it's time, and it'll kick me over and put me into my spot bags and increase them even more. Now, the token isn't live just yet. All right. It will be soon. They're looking to launch perhaps in this summer. Now, if that's the case, you can probably get in early. They still have some Series B coming up and Series C coming up. Take your chance. Maybe you want to buy some, do your thing. It's totally up to you. I'll be buying some. How about you? Now, again, what I like about this, it lets you make more money, maximize your money, and do it in a smart way that's easy. It's not super complicated to use, which I love, right? I try to make it a little less complicated for everybody. When we watch, you see what I do here. You see how I try to make this sound simple and easy, because the easier and simpler it is for you, the more likely you are to try and work it out on your own way. And then if you work it out on your own way, well, you're likely to hang on to that money instead of losing it all. Now, I'm going to continue to talk about Emoja, especially when the chart comes out. I can't wait to chart it because I think it's going to do great. I'll be using Emoja protocol myself. Check it out. If you need anything, please ask in the comments. If you have any comments or questions that you don't get answered that you think are weird or different, shoot them down in the comments below. There's also a link in the bottom. I'll have more videos about Emoja protocol coming up. Keep an eye out. See you guys in the next one. Sky's the limit. Peace.